Hi, I'm Lee Herbert from Capture Inc., a production company based in Melbourne, Australia. Now, we've started doing a lot more work in 4K RAW. One of the great advantages of 4K RAW is you've got so much data to work with when it comes to color correcting and grading and so on in your footage. One of the challenges of 4K RAW, though, is that you're getting bigger files, and also you need a much faster computer and much faster storage to store those files on. And that's why we got the G Technology Shuttle XL EV, which is a mouthful, but let me tell you what it is because it's pretty cool. What it is, it's a RAID array. So what a RAID is it takes a whole bunch of drives and sort of makes them effectively into one hard drive as far as the computer is concerned, but it spreads the speed across them. So instead of getting the speed of one drive, you've got the speed of multiple drives. Now the Shuttle XL EV is an 8-bay model that only uses 6 bays for the drives, and those last two are used for modules. So for example, I shoot a lot of my footage on the Atomos Shogun into ProRes RAW, and that is recorded onto little solid state drives in these caddies, and I can easily just pop that caddy into the Shuttle XL and then transfer the footage directly onto my drives, nice and easy, nice and quick. A couple of other nice features of the Shuttle XL, other than its speed and huge amount of storage, is that it's pretty quiet. Now, it's not deadly silence because you do have spinning drives in there, but I've had other units in the past and they've not been nearly as quiet as this unit is. It plugs in via Thunderbolt 3. It does have 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, which is important with drives like this because it means you can daisy chain more drives off of the first one. It doesn't just stop at that one. So I think the G Technology is a great bit of kit, and if you're working on large 4K files, it's definitely something you should look into. But I actually wanted to add a little bit more, and that's where the Seagate IronWolf Pro drives come in. Now, Seagate got in touch with me and they wanted me to try out some of their IronWolf Pro drives, which are designed for network attached storage or RAID arrays like this. Now, the difference between network attached and direct attached is that, as the name would suggest, network is connected via a network cable and direct is attached via a direct cable, either USB or Thunderbolt. So I figured it would work pretty well in here. So I got 6 of the 12 terabyte IronWolf Pro drives and popped them in there. It was actually really easy to just take the caddies out and take the drives that were in there and replace them with the IronWolf ones. Really straightforward. I didn't expect to see a huge increase in speed because at the end of the day, this is a really fast RAID array to begin with, but I was pleasantly surprised. So before I put the IronWolves in, I was getting probably about 1000 to 1100 read and write speeds, and I only got about another 100 megabytes, so I got up to 1200, 1222 read and write. But just that little bit of difference going multiple years into the future, I think is actually going to make a huge difference, because just that extra little 100 megabits or megabytes, I always get those confused, the bigger one, just that extra 100 megabytes, when you get up to 8K or 9K or 12K or 20K or whatever in heaven's name we're going to be working on in the future, it's going to give me that extra sort of 6 months to 2 years maybe of usage out of the device because it's that extra little bit faster. Now, I know you can't get too excited about hard drives, but another cool thing to think about with the Seagate IronWolf Pros is the support they give you. Why is that important? Well, I believe there's 2 kind of hard drives in the world, those that have failed and those that haven't failed yet. They're mechanical devices, eventually they're going to run out. But Seagate has got you covered. To begin with, the IronWolf Pro drives come with 5 years warranty, so anytime something goes wrong in the 5 years, they'll sort it out for you. It also comes with 2 years of data recovery support. So if, for whatever reason, something goes wrong on the drives, you can actually send it to Seagate, depending on where you're on in the world, and they will send it to a professional data recovery service to try and get the information off of it, which is a really nice thing. Hopefully you never need it, but it's good to have. You'll notice that I haven't used a lot of graphs and charts and all that kind of stuff in this review or overview. It's not really a huge review, I'll be the first to admit it, but it is an overview of the device. And the reason for that is I want to tell you how it's actually working in everyday use. So I'll be shooting up to 3 different cameras for a single interview in ProRes RAW, chuck them onto the G-Tech on the Seagate drives, pop it into Final Cut, create a multicam clip, and it is smooth as butter. I'm not getting any beach balls, I'm not getting any dropped frames. It is working just fine. And that for me is the real test of whether this is doing what I need it to do, and it absolutely is. So well worth having a look at the G Technology Shuttle XL EV if you're looking for a big box that's going to be really fast and give you lots of storage. And if you're looking for that extra little bit of juice, why not get some IronWolf Pro drives and chuck them in there and see what it can do.